Uh, someone's calling. Dang it! What the heck?
Go ahead and answer it. Put on another minute if you have to.
Hello, thank you for calling the KMET calls. Line, this is Jesse. Oh, yeah, sure. Just if you call at 8:28, that would be perfect. Okay, great. Okay, great. I'll let them know. All right, bye. Ugh. It's just I guess the rep saying use the photo with the guitar over the shoulder, and we got 10 seconds.
All right, I'm good.
Okay, here comes the music. And 2, 1.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Joining our live stream audience there, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Periscope TV, LinkedIn. Glad to have you with us on today's show. We got lots of stories to discuss, as well as, of course, the National Day of Sorts. How are you tuning in? We want to know, where are you tuning in from as well? We want to know that as well. It is National Old Stuff Day, National Read Across America Day, also known as Dr. Seuss Day, National Banana Cream Pie Day, and World Teen Mental Wellness Day. Of these, Jesse, which will you celebrate this day?
What was that last one? World Teen Mental Health Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that. That's important to me.
Okay, I like that. Then let's look at that. Actually, it is, according to the American Psychological Association, Gen Z has the worst mental health of any generation. Teens are dedicated to making a difference. According to YPoll, 64% of Gen Z say they want to achieve a healthier lifestyle for overall happiness, including a stronger self-care routine. 94% consider mental health very important to their well-being. Raising awareness about mental health and the importance of self-care can help improve an entire generation's mental wellness. World Teen Mental Wellness Day history was founded in 2020, which was the first day dedicated to observing teen mental wellness. Obviously, a lot of people thinking, how do you keep mentally well? Because sometimes, let's face it, no matter what what you got going on in your life, sometimes, especially with coronavirus and other such feelings, you kind of go, okay, what puts you in a good headspace? Do you remember being, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, like if you were a teenager now, do you think you'd be able to, muscle through it pretty quick, or you'd be like, because sometimes we have to put ourselves in other people's feelings, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. To be honest, I can't fathom being a kid right now. Like I can't even fathom taking a phone to school. Like all these kids have phones. I couldn't even imagine bringing a phone to school. So how these kids are dealing with situations like this, it's incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So I always say, especially to the teenagers, one, have fun, right? While having fun, make sure to be connected with your friends, right? I think video games are awesome for the boys, even the girls. You see some cool like virtual devices that you can participate in. I had an interesting conversation yesterday about VR and where VR is going, headsets, and the ability to connect with one another no matter where you're at. And obviously, there's a situation that people always ask themselves, which is, how can I ever figure it out while having let's put it this way. If you had a difficult time financially, right? What would you do to fix it?
Ooh, other than hoping there's a money tree, hopefully finding a job or others that could assist you.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like grouping up with others. There's some teenagers that are like, "Nah, I'll do it myself. I don't need you." When in reality, all of a sudden they now realize, no, they do need more family. They need other people in their lives, and they need to just say, you know what, I'm gonna put because sometimes, and correct me if I'm wrong, when you or I were 15, 16, 17, 18, we were like, no, I know how to do everything, right? It's okay admitting and saying, remember, just like we have to go to school, go to education, sometimes you want people that are ahead of you and you want to group up with them. So sometimes it's important to at least surround yourself with good friends, surround yourself with people that know more than you. I say 10 years and above, you're going to get so much more wisdom, and then hang out with your friends, but take the time to learn beyond that. And then check in with your family, right? Grandma, grandpa, or uncle or aunt that like has wisdom, and you're like, you know what? Or you just want to check in on them, right? I think this generation is more caring than past generations, other than those that take Tide Pool as margarita mixes. You understand what I'm saying? And the such. So keep doing that, and there you go. Today we've got a really great guest coming up for you. I'll give you a hint. He's got something going on that is already sold out, by the way. And he's got a Funko. He's got a Funko, which is pretty cool. And it's his birthday, March 15th. It's going to be on Stage It. Like I said, it's already sold out. It's a birthday bash. And it's a special show that'll feature an hour of a live, highly interactive Q&A. There'll be rare collector's items available for charity auction, a trademark of his live shows, and much, much more. It's all going to happen. And joining us around the corner, I'm super excited about this, is Bret Michaels, everybody. Bret Michaels going to be here with us. Yes, we're super excited about that. So we get him to speak with and discuss some pretty cool stuff that he's doing. And kid you not, I'm actually kind of wanting to get on the list to get this Funko Pop situation, because it looks, I mean, Jesse, I think we need to get with that. What do you think?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, I would love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, right. I don't know if I want the bandana or the hat with the crossbones. I'm not sure which one I like. They're both pretty awesome. And limited edition at BretMichaels.com. So pre-order now at shopBretMichaels.com. So there you go. Reserve it now. And I kind of want to get an autograph now, right? With I don't know which one I want. I like the hat though. I think I like that. So
hat's cool, but the bandana's iconic. So it's kind of like, what do you go for?
Yeah, I don't know. Vote which one you would go for. We'll try to figure that out. I like the hat. I don't know. I think he's rocking with the hat and the guitar. So there you go. We'll be talking about that. And how cool being able to celebrate not just his birthday. You know, he sold over 45 million records worldwide with Poison and Solo. He'll be hosting the show on Stage It at stageit.com. It's an online venue that allows fans to have a live show experience in the comfort of their own home. Singer-songwriter, he's already been featured on a NASDAQ billboard in anticipation of this show, which got it really interesting fanfare as well. So between that and remember, this is the guy that actually made it among the finals in Apprentice, which just goes to show his strength of mind and his strength of character as well. Great guy. And we're going to have him around the corner. So with that, we're going to take a bit of a break. Actually, before we do that, let's look at our comments and do some shout outs really quick. Let's see. We've got Katya Wunderland from Switzerland tuning in. Good morning, Katya. Angel Robertson from Scotland tuning in. Thank you. Cleveland, Ohio. Hello. Happy editing this glorious, awesome, sunshine, busy day ahead for today. Judy Munoz tuning in. All right. And feel free to share alike. Get it spread out. It's going to be a big show today. Chica. High Star watching from Nigeria. Thank you very much. Camille tuning in. Maria tuning in from Canada. And we'll be talking about some news stories around the corner right here. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Again, everybody, with Bret Michaels. How cool is that? And I'm telling you, I vote for which one you want. Is it the bandana or the hat? And if you're tuning in on the radio, make sure to follow us, Aaron Michael Sanchez or KMET 1490 AM on all social media platforms. And we'll have Bret Michaels coming up around the corner. Stay tuned for more right after this.
listeners. Christopher here from The Christopher Show. Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit about CBD. Now, CBD is not approved by the FDA as of yet. Myself, as well as millions of other people across the USA, have used it with help for pain, anxiety, sleep, and other conditions. Now, you know, all CBD products are not equal. It really matters on where you get the CBD from. Now, I suggest you get it from a qualified pharmacist, and I happen to know of one. It's at Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, California. They only carry pharmaceutical-grade CBD products of the highest quality. So if you want the best, you go to Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions. Their staff is there to help you with all your CBD, pharmacy, and mobility needs. They're located at 1680 East 6th Street in Beaumont, California. Give them a call, 951-845-8252. Once again, it's Your Pharmacy Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, 951-845-8252. Once again, it's Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, California, 951-845-8252.
Your health truly is the greatest gift. At U-Theory, quality of life is at the heart of every product we make. From farm to shelf, we travel the world to source the purest, most efficacious, and clinically studied ingredients to create science-backed supplements that support beauty, emotional, digestive, and physical well-being. All U-Theory products are manufactured at our Southern California facility, ensuring the highest quality standards every step of the way. As a family-owned company, we celebrate the power of human potential with a mission to inspire wellness in all. Try U-Theory Immune Plus Daily Wellness. 100% daily values of vitamin C, D3, and zinc. Go beyond the you of today and catch the you of tomorrow. U-Theory.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny and Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the number one choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny and Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Joining our live stream audience. We appreciate our live stream audience each and every day. Wherever you're tuning in, again, we appreciate it. Jesse, you got some news stories over there. Any interesting ones, including what to watch and or what to wear?
What to watch this Friday? I'm actually really excited. Coming to America too. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's happening this Friday too.
That is coming out this Friday, the same day as Dreamcatcher. If you missed our little work up to that last week, which I'm actually really excited for that.
Well, you know what? It's interesting you say that because we're going to have, we already had, again, last week, one of the producers and actresses of Dreamcatcher. Now we've got the writer and director going to be here with us Thursday, along with one of the other stars. So evidently they really appreciated the interview as well. So we're going to have them on this Thursday. So it'll be like a big smash debut before the debut. Does that make sense? So it'll I know you really, I could tell. So, for those that are just tuning in, what do you know about this film that people should know that I think is more of like the whodunit version? I kind of want to be like throw in my bets. Who did it? And can I figure it out? Because she says no one's able to figure it out, right?
Right. I'm taking that as a challenge. So as soon as I start watching, I'm going to be like stopping and be like, all right, I think it's this guy with the candlestick in the bedroom.
I used to love to play that Clue, right? You're talking about, oh man. I think that was one of those ones when you would play Clue, you'd figure out who was the smart one in the room. If they kept winning, you're like, wait a minute, right? Process of elimination. All right, so there you go. A lot of stuff in the news. Here are the top headlines. The impact of COVID testing is definitely having a situation there. Philadelphia doctors pushing for vaccine equity. COVID-19 pandemic is fueling the attack on health workers. And this was very interesting. The World Health Organization is actually against hydroxychloroquine to prevent COVID-19. Now, I have a very personal story on this, which the individual that died, which I talked about, she used to watch the show very regularly. She actually had coronavirus, and the only real thing that they were giving her, and this was in like near Murrieta, Temecula area, at one of the hospitals there, was hydroxychloroquine. And I almost felt like, that's it. Like there's so many other things that are out there that you could probably use, right? So the World Health Organization is now advising against the use of hydroxychloroquine, which has been promoted heavily by the Trump administration. And supposedly that was like the baseline of what they would just try, right? And I remember because I heard, but I didn't, because it was a family friend. I couldn't have any, I couldn't say, no, don't do that. And I didn't want to be that person, right? But now it's making me think, oh man, everybody needs to know this. The International Health Agency announced that a panel of experts for its guideline development group now strongly advises against use of the anti-inflammatory drug used to treat and prevent malaria to prevent the coronavirus. The drug is no longer a research priority, and instead researchers should focus on other more promising drugs to prevent COVID-19, according to the press release. Its high certainty evidence showed that hydroxychloroquine had no meaningful effect on deaths or admissions to hospitals, while moderate certainty evidence showed that hydroxychloroquine probably increases the risk of adverse effects. The guideline applies to all individuals who do not have COVID-19, regardless of whether they have been exposed to someone who is infected. New recommendations for other drugs will be added to the guideline as they become available. That's according to the World Health Organization. Again, hydroxychloroquine was touted by former Donald Trump as a promising treatment for the virus. And as early as 2020, he declared the drug a game changer as the pandemic grew. But they're saying, even Dr. Fauci said, it's not effective for the coronavirus. So this is one of those things where I can tell you right now, it was not effective in the situation that I talked about, where, the family friend was there. And I want to be like, why are you guys using that baseline drug? I mean, I get using it for a time, but then have other options ready to go. Right? So that's kind of the situation right now, and we'll see what happens as well. Of course, LA County, teachers in LA County will be able to sign up for a COVID-19 vaccine as part of a wave of essential workers who are now eligible to get vaccinated. In addition to educators, childcare and emergency service workers, law enforcement, and food and agriculture workers are now eligible, which translates into roughly 1.2 million newly approved people in LA County. Health officials warn vaccinating everyone will take time, given the size of the new pool, combined with people from previously approved groups who have not yet received vaccines. According to Dr. Paul Simon, Chief Science Officer, it will take considerable time to vaccinate these groups unless vaccine supply significantly increases. They say we urge the public's patience as we work through the process as quickly as possible. So very interesting times. Obviously, questions abound. Are we ready to go back to school? I say no, but who am I, right, to listen to? I say, if anything, start off from 8th grade and above, start there. But how many universities have done it? And then we go back to, there was an influx. So don't put our kids in harm's way, people. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. And there you go. So whether you agree or disagree, feel free to let us know in social media. What do you all say? Let's look at some of the comments here in social media as well. Let's see. Judy Garcia says, I'm watching and moving back to Walla Walla, Washington. Thank you for tuning in. Walla Walla, Washington. That actually sounds like a fun place to visit. And let's see. Maria is actually already voted. She wants the hat. What's she talking about? If you're just joining us, yes, it's the Funko Pop with Bret Michaels. You could reserve it now. You could pre-order the hat or the bandana. Which one do you want? I say both. Why not, right? Especially after this interview. Also, let's see. We've got Lucy tuning in. All right, Lucy. Is Lucy a fan? I feel like Lucy would be a fan of Bret Michaels. I think pretty much every lady would be, and guys are a fan of Bret Michaels.
Honestly, I think all ladies are fan of Bret Michaels.
Yeah, I think that's just the thing, right? Now we could be like, Bret was on our show, and then people would be like, it's Bret Michaels. So there you go, right? I love his last name, Michaels. I was like, if I had to change my name, what would I do? It would be probably Aaron Michelson, right? That was always. Does it work? Does it not work? I don't know. Let's see. Maria says this. Multiple studies provide data that hydroxychloroquine, brand name Plecanil, does not provide a medical benefit for people. So there you go. And it's true. And then it's got additional situations going with it. The risk for serious side effects with hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine phosphate are concerned. This includes the possibility of adverse cardiovascular heart events, such as an abnormal heart rhythm, which could be fatal. Additional worldwide studies are still ongoing to assess the use of the agents for the treatment. The FDA states these drugs should not be used outside of clinical trials. And again, that's Maria, who happens to be a healthcare worker in Canada and sometimes comes to the States to help out in addition. So she knows what she's talking about. And then I'm going to keep that comment off. But there you go. All right. So we got Bret Michaels coming up around the corner. How cool is that? And Stage It. We're going to be talking about that in just a couple minutes. So stay tuned right there. Bret Michaels, everybody, coming around the corner. We'll be right back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Who is the Atua Man? Can you imagine exploring spiritual consciousness through an exotic action-adventure story? The Atua Man is masterfully illuminated in this self-discovery novel by John Stevenson. Dive into the page-turning epic hero's journey, weaving together high action with spiritual revelation. Join the Atua Man and his colorful cohorts as they travel through the majestic Hawaii, the hidden mysteries of Polynesia, and the intrigue, starting with the mysterious healing that breeds chaos in London. This journey guides us through the trials of living in the material world, arriving into enlightened consciousness, perhaps glimpse into the fabric of creation. How is the Atua Man affected by the global healing ministry surrounding him? How does he navigate the complexities of love, forgiveness, life and death, wealth and power? Find out in John Stevenson's TheAtuaMan.com, Apple Books, Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
The staff and families at Custom Care Solutions caregivers take this time out to recognize and salute the Palm Desert men and women in uniform, standing tall for our political and economic freedoms around the world. Let's always remember them in our thoughts and prayers. Their efforts abroad and our support have kept America strong. That message was courtesy of your good friends at Custom Care Solutions Caregivers, 42201 Beacon Hill, Palm Desert. They're always working to keep our community moving in a positive direction.
Are you a self-published author that maybe underestimated the challenges of marketing your own book? I'm Suzanne Lynn, and we help authors sell more books through video interviews and radio advertising. You see, a professional video interview is really an author's secret weapon for marketing because it makes an emotional connection with your reader that can be posted to social media, YouTube, your book's landing page and website, your Amazon author page, and even sent to media to request interviews. We guarantee that video interview will be viewed by a minimum of 3,000 people in your target audience. And let's face it, no one can sell your book better than you speaking about it yourself. Plus, we can run commercials on our nationwide network of radio stations that targets your specific reading audience. Find out more at GiveMyBookWings.com. That's GiveMyBookWings.com. Again, GiveMyBookWings.com.
Heart to Heart Counseling and Psychotherapy Center offers virtual sessions via Zoom, Skype, FaceTime, and by phone, specializing in addictions and creating satisfying sexual relationships. Heart to Heart Counseling can help you enjoy freedom from a codependent life and create a better future for yourself and family. Heart to Heart Counseling can also help you achieve a romantic, intimate lifestyle and inner peace. To contact Dr. Robert and Dr. Mitra, go to their programmer page on the KMET AM website. Heart to Heart Counseling is here for you.
Get up to the minute forecast and temperatures for Beaumont, Banning, Redlands, Palm Springs, your community, national or international cities, on KMET's website, KMET1490am.com. The station now features AccuWeather. AccuWeather offers weekend and extended forecasts, along with the latest radar map and current conditions. AccuWeather on KMET1490am.com. Log in every morning for your daily forecast.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Joining our live stream audience there, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Periscope TV, LinkedIn, and much, much more. Don't forget Alexa is where it's at. Make sure to say, Alexa, I want to listen to KMET 1490 AM. And also, make sure, if you haven't already, I'm telling you, these are going to sell out like hotcakes. I can guarantee you already. It's the Funko Bret Michaels. You can go at shop@bretmichaels.com. I actually recommend you do that right now and get it before they sell out. bretmichaels.com. Joining us right now is the man with the bandana and or the hat. I'm telling you, Bret, first of all, I'm just going to say I need more than just the hat and the bandana. I need like a whole lineup of Bret Michaels. Bret, you there?
I am right here, Aaron. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. But I feel like you are really like at what point? I mean, okay, obviously Poison, obviously, bands, but dude, when you can have your own Funko Pop and look cool, like this one didn't even look bad. Like there's some that I go, oh, I wouldn't want to look like that. They did it right.
They did it right, and as part of the Funko fanatic family. When I was excited to get this now, and I want to thank you, as we were laughing about the many adventures that we could take, whether it was motorcycle Bret, whether it was live on stage. There's a lot of different aspects we could have went, but I thought we're going to start with the we'll call it the daily. Do you call it the daily person? They called it the iconic look, but I just say the everyday look for me.
No, wait. First of all, I need the motorcycle one. Can we just do that? Because my family, we grew up on Harleys. You know what I mean? So I don't know what kind of motorcycle you would put in there.
Absolutely. Well, there's two. I grew up when I was a kid. I grew up in the state of Pennsylvania, and I raced motocross ever since I was a kid. I'm talking back to the Briggs and Stratton 5-horsepower lawnmower engine mini bike, all the way up to the Harley. And my first pennies I could ever rub together, at this time I'm living in Los Angeles, and I'm living behind a dry cleaner, and that's a true story. And the first pennies we could rub together on Cat Drag In, the first vehicle I bought was a 86 Y Glide Harley. And I tell people, that's what I said with your family and you talking about being not just Harley enthusiasts, motorcycle enthusiasts, that would be the ultimate Funko.
Oh, I'm looking at that now. Okay, this is the kind when you have them roll up like next to you, you hear the ladies go, ah, you know what I mean? Right?
Right.
It's what they do. And seriously, they're like, oh, wait, hold on. They're like, right? So, I mean, look, okay, look, Bret, obviously you got a lot of stuff to be excited about. And during a time, which I will say, people need some fun, good entertainment, which I could see why you guys already sold out. But I think you need to open up the Heaven's Gate to stageit.com, which is a pretty cool thing, which I guess you're celebrating your birthday with people that buy a ticket, but it's a very intimate setting. I just feel like we need a couple more years of this with you, like each and every year. Can we do this? How did this come about on your plate anyway?
Well, first of all, thank you. The stage, the reason it is I've been with on a very serious note, 3 generations of amazing fans, right? And I've been able both with Poison and Solo to go out there and play over 200 dates a year. It is I've never changed. You know, when they do one of those then and now, I'm the same person now as I was then. I still love playing music, going out, hanging with the fans, having a great time. And what we've done every year is we try to do a stage it. We have a great time. We get to communicate. We've done times where we do 2 a year, but we're on the road. So people come in, we do stuff we've never done before. We get to talk to the fans. And when we opened this one up, it sold out immediately. But what I wanted to do is to be able to talk to some of the fans. A lot of fans have a lot of questions. I should say friends now, but a lot of questions about life. Like this goes beyond just showing up at a venue and playing music. And truthfully, we sit there and we talk about life, about having an unbroken spirit. You hit it on the head when you said the positivity, and I mean this, being a diabetic my entire life, or I should say since I've been 6.
Yeah.
5 injections a day. I've always told the fans that they have saved me as much as they say the music has helped them. It has really saved my spirit, especially through this pandemic, of keeping that unbroken spirit, that fight, and finding the positivity through all of this. I don't mean to make it sound at all like it's just that simple, but really finding it, and the music to me has been therapeutic. And I start my whole, long story super short, I made my first autobiography. I just called it an auto-scrapography. So it's digestible. It comes in volumes. But the first words I open up with are the 2 most important words in any language. I just said, thank you. And I meant that. Thank you for all the great years. And then bringing the party. It's a combination of both, and having fun and that energy. And that's what this stage is about. And it's the first time we're showing them, look what the cat dragged in. The very first song I ever wrote. And we did a live version with a cajon. Just everything's acoustic and fun. It's a party, and people are going to have a great.
There's nothing like acoustic. Okay, because I don't know about you, but I'm like, can they bring back MTV Unplugged, and can we bring back MTV the way it was meant to be? Can I get a little? Can we get people? But acoustic is just something that when you have it. It's the live performance. And Craig, this is how I judge any, and I'm pretty judgmental on certain artists out there. If you could play live and it sound good, if not better than the recording, you got a true artist there with you, right?
1,000,000%. Let me. I want you to continue with this, so that I got chill bumps on my arm as we're having this conversation. I say you and me, no joking at all, putting all joking aside, we've got this thing called classic acoustic. When we did it, MTV's Unplugged, that's all I've known. You got to remember, I grew up in not a garage band. I was below that. I started in the basement because we had cold winters, and then you could move to the garage in the spring and summer. And that's all we do is play live music. Poison, throughout its entire career, we've never gone any other direction other than bringing that music out live and having a great time on stage. And I agree with you 1,000,000%. We have got to bring back that classic acoustic. So I'm putting it on the table on the record, and maybe when we get off the call, just a thought about us doing we'll host a classic acoustic. It's simple, it's easy, and if people need to do it at their houses, we just host it virally, and we make it amazing.
I got ways to make that happen. Look, I'll even co-host it with you on the side. I'll be like I going. Stay tuned right after these messages with Bret Michaels. No, but question, Bret. Okay, look, and I want to take it back a little because you mentioned something, and I remember. Okay, and this was back. This is going far back to my ex-wife, which we're still friends, by the way. But we used to watch. There were a couple. I'm not gonna lie. I was one that was like watching you from afar, and I was like, this guy is more than okay. I knew you were surrounded by the ladies, right? In that reality show, right? We all know what happened there. But I remember there was a scene.
Story of my party dating life, yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was before Bachelor, I believe, right? You were like, look, I'm the Bachelor. This is how. No, I'm just kidding. But my point is, Bret, I remember there was such a serious moment there that happened on the set, back to where you have touch and go And this is the part that even with coronavirus, right? As severe as this is, some of us are losing friends, dear loved ones. That I don't know about you, but sometimes I wake up and I go, "Thank God I'm alive. Thank God my mom's taken care of. Thank God I have certain people in my life still that I'm checking up on almost every other day and saying." Hey, uncle, are you still okay over there? He's getting depressed, and sad, but he's the Harley. I'm telling you right now, big shout out to Peter Nunez, who's a huge fan. But my point is, when you face life like that to where you go, is this my last day? You must have had a lot of touch and go moments, because I remember clearly, as though it were yesterday, the ones that were surrounding you were like, oh shoot, this stuff is real.
Right. And you're referring, like you said, you were talking about Peter just a minute ago. First of all, congrats to you and your ex-wife and friends. That is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that is incredible. And next, with your friends every day, and I've lost a couple during this pandemic, really close friends and family members. And then again, I'm type 1 diabetic. But even, I know we were segueing from the show Rock of Love, but even during that, what happened was there was a couple times when I'm not going to lie, I got to use that. I dig in deep and find something positive, because there were some moments where it without a doubt, no doubt, it is a struggle, and it has been that willpower, and then obviously physically taking care of getting better, but you got to have the willpower to do it, and I think that has played in a lot of aspects of my life. And what I mean by that is not just in being diabetic, but also in what I do with my Life Rocks Foundation. I'm a get it done person. Like when I was saying this to you about the classic acoustic, I kid you not, anyone that works with me or around me or my friends, we will make that happen. We will just, you and me will will it to happen. Then we go find out, here's what we got to do to put it together and make it incredible. And I will really go about trying to make that happen. And then as far as my personality even with Rock of Love, there was a couple moments we were out on the road or traveling, and I got really sick, really, really sick. And that show was a lot of fun. The girls were the rock stars. Honestly, they made the show.
Yeah.
But during those parties, there was a couple moments that I got really sick, because I'm used to it from being on the road, but it just was nonstop. And so there was a couple bleak moments in there for sure. And I just powered through them.
Well, and powering through them, I think is kind of where we, if you had a message, for the average listener going through through it all, like, if you haven't already, go get stageit.com or beat down. Do they have a wait list? Because I understand it's already sold out, but there needs to be a wait list or something. Like if somebody falls off or somebody doesn't make it, what's the wherewithal? Because I'm going to your website, by the way, and I'm checking out some of the cool stuff that you have there. You got candles. Tell me you didn't do one that smells like you.
No, we didn't. Actually, we did. We got the roses and thorns.
Of course you did. Okay.
Let's have a good positive laugh for everyone listening.
Wait, but you got the banana peel. This is Bret. I love that you don't think too much of yourself to say, you know what? I want a banana. What's that called? And who was that your idea?
You're thinking of Bandana Banana from when I did the Masked Singer. I mean, for God's sake, let's have a good laugh. If I can survive in my life as a diabetic and I was a human banana, let's just, and sang through I don't even want to go into the sweat factor. We chose aromatherapy over the smell of my bandana banana outfit.
You know what? Look, bananas everywhere are going to applaud Bret Michaels. They're going to be like, yeah, he's one of us.
And I think that's self-deprecation. I thank my parents for this. That's self-deprecation, being able to laugh, especially at myself. As occasionally, if we had hours and hours to talk, but I'm just saying this to you. My life, the comedy of errors that have happened in my life and me managing to survive them I always say, in spite of myself, we managed to land on our feet somehow. So, but yeah, if people go to the site, what I said about the site, it's a lifestyle. It's about just positive aromatherapy. If you dream something, you want to do it. And I think my one strength that I've managed to maintain, and I say this in every interview, is my ability to not accept. I don't accept no as an answer. So if I want to do something, I can't guarantee you it's going to succeed, but I go ahead and go forward with it and find a way to make it work.
I remember you. Okay. And then the second one that I was on that I was like, okay, I really appreciate Bret on this is Apprentice. And I remember you made it all the way to the end, like successfully so. I remember like halfway going, dude, this guy's more than just a rock star. I mean, this guy's a freaking mastermind of making something out of nothing. Look, I could talk about that all day, but I will say this, back to the fans, Maria Yankopoulos, who tunes in from Canada, who is a frontline worker nurse, currently says this in social media. I'm so happy God spared his life in 2010. I sent flowers to the hospital and cards. How far, like, how weird is that? Like, to have that little moment of one of our listeners that has, I mean, that's the kind of thing you get, right?
First of all, again, thank you for that dedication. Again, you two things. I'm going to say this. I'm saying this for real, which is what I think people also respect. I don't try to edit myself. I've got chill bumps on my arm when you said, first of all, that they had sent the flowers and the cards. That was you want to talk about, I don't even want to bring anyone down with this, but I'm sitting on my couch, had an emergency appendectomy, a blood clot went through my heart. So I had a hole in my heart. I'm not making this up. I had no idea. It's called a PFO. It went through, shot into my brain, and caused a subarachnoid brain hemorrhage. Sitting on my couch, and I go, there's that willpower and fight. When I came out of the coma and knew I was going to have a chance, I don't think that hospital ever see anybody. I was up within probably 9 days, walking, learning to talk again, learning to walk again, move my hands, do everything. I was like, if I can do this, I don't give a crap. I'm doing whatever it takes to try to fight, to get back the best I could. And to have that, I said this, the fans saved my life. The family, fans, and friends saved my life. Their well wishes, really, that positive energy, I don't care what anyone says, it works. It absolutely works, and it worked for me. And so, again, grateful. And then you said something about talking all day about being, creative and getting it done. And that's what I try to tell everybody. Forget about music or forgetting what the dream is, but whatever it is, just attempting to do it is what matters, man. They give you a chance. Go out there and have fun and do it. Doesn't always mean, like I said, it's going to be a massive hit, but you're out there doing it. Yeah. And that goes back to winning The Apprentice. I just took all those things that I've used as survival skills, and I'm a hands-on person, work on my motorcycles, work on my go-karts, whatever it is. I get out there and do it, and I enjoy it every day. And that's what I try to keep bringing to people. That's where it comes from. You know what I mean? Going in and finding what you like to do and just do it.
Brett, before I let you go, I got to let Jesse ask his question, because I know he's a huge fan of many of your songs. Jesse, you want to ask your question really quick before we let Brett go?
Oh, yeah. What inspired you to write or co-write the song Unbroken with your daughter?
First of all, Jesse, good talking to you again. Good hearing your voice. Wanted to say, when I wrote Unbroken, I have two daughters, Rain Elizabeth and Georgia Blue. And Georgia and me, she was going through all the things that it seems like every kid that's on social media goes through. It's like the biggest blessing in the world, and it's also one of the toughest things to go through. And she was just going through a tough time, and she's such an amazing kid, creative and stuff like that. And I said, look, music is therapeutic to me. I'm going through a little bit of a rough go right now. Why don't we sit down and write a song? And we sit down at the piano. And she just started writing stuff in the piano, and I started writing stuff. And And that's how it came together. And you talk about a great bonding moment. Again, music at that point, it was therapeutic, and it was a really good thing. And I encourage fans, if they get a chance, again, if they visit BretMichaels.com, we have videos, songs, and stories coming out. Plus, we talked about classic acoustic a minute ago. That's coming out of all my Unplugged and Raw performances of just picking my guitar up and videotaping them, playing every rose, standing outside in the middle of a mountain and just playing it. And it goes back to Unbroken. Again, we sit down and we just said, rather than overthink it and analyze it, we just started writing music. We wrote 1,000 pages of lyrics. We condensed it and then shot the video.
Yeah, I say, look, Bret, let's bring back the Unplugged series. You've got all the connections. We need it. I've got theories on this that need to happen. And I'm telling you, people will pay for virtual tickets. Plus, virtual reality is next stage level. So I'm just saying, you got to move it along. You know what I mean?
Let me say this. Let's just do it. There's nothing stopping us. I've got the classic acoustic. We'll call it that. We'll co-host it.
Okay.
We'll make it amazing. We can do it safe and virtually. And when I say this, as we go through the vaccines and everyone, again, be careful, mask, social distance, do all the right things that we can do to get this virus gone, right? Or at least as contained as it can be. Protect each other. It's not just ourselves. It's bigger than us. It's protecting other people. But let's do it. I'm 1,000% in, and after this call and at the end of your day and when we're done, let's get you and me back on the phone for real, showing the fans they're not just talking about this. This is a real deal thing. And let's just do classic acoustic and we'll call it Raw and Unplugged. And people can perform this at their own pace. We host it, we throw it up there, and we'll just make it huge.
Well, I got to say, I remember over in that bowling alley in Hollywood, I can't remember the name of it, Pins or something like that. They had every, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday night. I mean, Slash was there. I mean, real good rock bands. And I'm like, dude, we need to do this like a show. I don't know if you performed there, but I mean, it was like every Wednesday. I mean, they don't do it anymore, but do you know which one I'm talking about on Hollywood and Hollywood Boulevard? And
I know exactly what you're talking about. They used to go down there. Right, I thought it was right off of either Hollywood or I think it was Hollywood.
Highland.
If you're coming down Highland, thank you. And that's what we're going in the new world we live in. Being protective and also of the artists. And I always tell this to people. There's so many shows, solo shows, and of course we got the stadium tour. And we're going to do it. It was sold out. We just have to do it when it's safe because there's nothing worse than going out there at the wrong time. But we all hope, you hope for the best and prepare for the worst, right? But in the meantime, what we can do musically, as I mean this from the bottom of my heart, everything else aside, we need to put together a classic acoustic with some unbelievable positive, keep people safe while they're doing it. And we'll host it like that virtually until we can finally get in a place where, again, you're setting up, I tell people reality, you're setting up microphones, there's hands on them, there's stuff that could be a little, it's not completely sanitized. So let's keep it safe.
Yeah, there's ways to do it.
Everybody and start, we'll just start and get it done.
Done. Speaking of which, get your Funko Pop now while they last. Reserve today, pre-order it now, shopbretmichaels.com. Thank you so very much for spending time with us here on the morning show and look forward to all that you're doing. Congratulations. And again, it's your birthday, dude. Like, keep it cool.
I'm going to enjoy that party. Trust me. I'm grateful to have, as they said, grateful to have the chance. I look at it and I'll leave you on a funny. Everyone's like, oh man, what's it? I'm like, I'm proud to be here. I'm rocking. I could still ride a mountain bike and a dirt bike. I can still touch my toes most of the time. I'm happy to be here, having a great time and enjoying it. And we will just continue. I'm going to enjoy that birthday and you and me. And we got to get Jesse in on this.
Oh, yeah.
We got to make this, host this classic acoustic. And let's just get classic acoustic just raw and unplugged. We own it. We've got it. And then it's just a matter of let's go get some amazing artists.
And we have international. We look. We're not just U.S. We're internet. I'm telling you, this is okay. So you got me excited. I'm excited. Happy U Day, man, and keep rocking it. Yeah, keep rocking it. All right.
Thank you for having me on.
All right, there he is, Bret Michaels. Everybody, go check him out. Again, get your pop extraordinaire. It's the Funko Pop. You could do the bandana, you could do the hat, or you could do both. And you should plug that we need the motorcycle version as well. That's the next one I want to see. All right, people, we got to let you guys go. Make it a great day, whatever you do. Remember, life is worth living, so live it well. Bye-bye, everyone. All right, for the rest of you tuning in, I appreciate you very much. Again, thank you for the comments. Again, let's see. Mario says, oh my God, I want to see that for sure. Come to Canada, Bret, after COVID, right? I know. So there you go. And you can see it. Stage It is where it's at. You can buy tickets right now and or not. I don't know, because I know they had a limited of viewing. But if anything, you can go check it out. Let me show you guys just a bit of what they also have. It's pretty cool. And, a lot of people, obviously, I say this. During coronavirus, we're all kind of stuck at home, and now's the time. I remember back in the day, I just had this conversation with another friend as of yesterday, and I said, look, virtual reality is where it's at. So if you have a headset, that's pretty cool as well. And you could almost feel like you're there in person with the artist, right? How cool would that be to be like in the room? If it's with Bret Michaels or if it's with others, like, again, bring back, because I love acoustic. There's nothing like acoustic, seriously. And if you know any person worth their weight in gold, it's usually acoustic. So here's an example. Okay, so you get the ticket. Again, this is let's see, showtime is in 13 days. There's some left. Look at that. So there you go. Go buy one now. Be a part of the live stream experience there, March 15th at 6 p.m. It's you could get the information there and go ahead and book it. And then, of course, you can leave a little chat there. How cool is that? So if you're a fan, definitely get this. Look at this. Plus, they have top supporter rewards. How cool is that? Every Rose acoustic guitar signed by Bret. Wait, what? What is that? I got to tune in. The Bret Michaels Funko Pop production sample box to be signed by Bret. Okay, so you're already like ahead of the game. Bret Michaels Funko Pop chase with cowboy hat production sample, again signed by Bret. Several more prizes to come. Oh, so this is like a huge and then that pops up. Purchase your ticket. There you go. Sign in to watch. And how cool is that? So let's see. All right, cool. And this is how you rock it with Bret Michaels. Again, birthday bash. There you go. Definitely something to tune into, and just go check it out. It's stageit.com is where it's at, and you can participate with him and obviously have very much like a one-on-one safe distance, right? You don't put him in harm's way, he just puts you in harm's way. You get it. So there you go. Definitely check it out and have fun with that. All right, people, it's my time. Make it a great day, whatever you do. Remember, life is worth living. Live it well. Bye-bye, everyone.